Hey guys, let's wait till we get a few people here and then we're going to pick the winner. See who the first people to show up is. No video for tomorrow as of yet. I am going through so much paperwork to get all this stuff done for the new business. So, just a refresher, we are giving away feldspar and a lanyard bead. So let's see who the first person to show up is. And I'm going to tell you, I have to keep this short. So this is probably going to be no longer than like a 15-minute live feed. 2 people are here. Who are the first 2 people? I'm going to say it's probably either Bradley, Ethan, Jeremy Russell. That was the next name that was going to come out of my mouth, was Michael Morgan. A lot of times these days, Wildman shows up as well, like real quick into it. But usually the first people is like Jeremy Morris, Michael. Well, hello, Mr. Dahl. Michael Morgan, Jeremy Russell, or Bradley. That's usually the first few people that are in. But let's go ahead. There's like 3 people here. Like I said, what we're giving away, CJRB Feldspar. Never sharpened, never. I did hone this, but I did not sharpen it. Extreme light use, basically mint with a lanyard bead. So there's no one else here, but we'll do this quick. You guys got me as a captive audience. So let's go over here. Let's do this quick. I already have the comments pulled up and everything's set for random picker. I already have the video in. I already have the number of comments, which is 22. Yeah, it's been... Okay, so I'll give a couple more people. Hey, Luke's here. I'll give a couple more people like a chance to join in here in a minute. Just give it a second here before I hit start on this raffle winner. So no, what's been going on is I had so much paperwork that I had to provide for the new business model to convert my business to a DVBE. I finally got it all done. And the form, when I printed it out, didn't want to work correctly. And so I've spent the last couple days taking everything and scanning it. Well, I got a hold of somebody at the Administration for California Veterans Affairs, the CalVet. And she got me to a place where I can put all this information in without having to try and send it. I was going to have to mail it. It was going to cause a significant delay. So I'm able to submit it electronically today. I'm waiting on one piece of information. And then that's it. And then I can send it off. So, like I said, CJRB Feldspar, well-oiled so it does not rust, and a glow-in-the-dark Norse rune lanyard bead. Let's go ahead and start this. Jeez, people are going to start the raffle and pick a winner. So this is based off of the comments, and it's going to be Dennis Watson. Awesome-looking knife and bead, and he made his comment, ooh, technically after, but I'm not going to say that we should redraw because I took a while. So I am going to find Mr. Dennis Watson in that video comments. Let's see, comments, Mr. Watson. Dennis Watson right there, right at the top. So Dennis Watson, appreciate awesome looking knife and bead. Now I'm going to reply and say, you won. Please email me. Don Monkey. There we go. So Dennis Watson won. And like I said, I know I said I was going to try and do it on the 20th, but like I said, it's just been busy and hectic. I went to Matthews on Sunday and did a bunch of stuff. We had a scare that we may have been exposed to COVID, but we all tested negative. A friend of ours' wife tested positive. It was weird because this was the last... I would never have expected that this would happen. So individual stopped by the house. We hung out for a little bit. They felt fine, everything. That later that night, they got a notification his wife had tested positive. And so we had to go through the start of the whole quarantine thing. My wife tested negative, the kid tested negative, I tested negative. We started the whole quarantine thing, but found out before the weekend was over last weekend that the individual that we had spent time with came back negative. So none of us tested positive. So we were like, whoo, that's great. Now we don't have to stay locked away. So, but yeah, it's been interesting. Like I said, Mr. Watson won. I already sent out the email to him. I'm going to do another giveaway as soon as we get moved. I think I'm going to hold off. I want to get this in the mail. I wanted to get this done. Hopefully, Mr. Watson gets in touch with me. So you guys know, if you do win, I have some little things that I do, some little protocols to make sure that somebody's not just tricking me and saying, hey, I got the knife, because they heard me say this person won, and then they make a fake profile. So there's a lot of stuff we have to do. That person has to go, and then send me a message through YouTube and send me information that proves that they're who they say they are. So I get like double confirmation. So I can't stop people from stealing other people's gifts. It's going to happen. It's happened on other channels. It almost happened here. What was it? Somebody just said something. I just can't wait to see something. I don't remember what it was. Somebody said something. Close call. Everyone tested negative. So yeah, and then I know that I have stuff I want to do, but we really are. Today is the last day we own this house. The paperwork has taken a while. We are closing officially today. Payout today. So starting today, we actually rent this house from the new owners. So my time now is going to be devoted to finding a new residence for us, and then the move, and then the getting everything set up. I've got a plan that I have a shelf that I want to repurpose for like behind where I sit to do videos. So it's a square cabinet. So it's got all kinds of little squares in it, and I'm going to put goofy stuff in it. I don't know if you guys saw it. I got something just goofy. It's just warm today. It's like 80 degrees today. Oh, you guys will probably see them a couple more times, but I got something that I just want to, it's going to wind up starting to appear in videos because I thought it was so funny. And then my buddy got it for me. I was going to buy it, and my buddy got it for me because I kept saying how much I needed one, and he sent one. So Mr. Broccoli Skull, and I'm probably going to use this set of shelves right here that we just use for storing like all my tripod and lights and stuff, gimbal, everything I use for filming videos is in that little cubby there. And so I was thinking that this set of shelves would get, if I can find a way, get repurposed, and it would just sit with just goofy stuff on it, kind of like you see, like Neves has got a shelf behind him, but it would just be silly stuff behind me, because I'm pretty sure the new place, my wife is not going to let me turn into a man cave with all kinds of goofy shit on the wall. Like, I can't take him with me. But he definitely made it easier to sell the house because the lady, the wife that is her and her husband are buying this place. She loves the cabinets and actually wants to get in touch with Nico about doing more stuff around this house in the same fashion. So I actually have a good chance that I may already have a contract that I picked up for the DVBE. Oh, guys, if you don't watch Full 30, you should go and watch the video about Jesse's stands. These modular stands that he made. These things are awesome. Like, there is so much about these that I could just go on about these for forever. About how cool this design is for these pew pew stands. So I did a video about them, a full video about them on Full 30. I'm going to get these off. These have got to go up to Jeff Kirkham at ReadyMan. These are his. This is his logos. So that's going, these are going out this week. I'm going to get these mailed out this week to Jeff. Next time we're gonna get a video from the forge, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have only talked to Elliot once in the last month. And most of it, well, I mean, it's been via text. I talked to him via text. I stopped by here a couple days ago, actually. I was bringing my daughter back from ice skating, and I stopped by just to talk to him for a few minutes. I have not had time. I have not had time to work on anything. I don't have anything to work on. So I do still have to finish Jeremy Morris's knife and get it mailed off to him. I just haven't had time. That's going to take a day. I need to retumble it and then sharpen it and then get it sent off. So nothing, Bradley. You're awful late to the game. So like I said, Dennis won the Feldspar. I have stuff for giveaways. I will be doing a giveaway. I actually got a product in that I'm going to do a review on. I tested this on myself, so you did not have to. This is a type of pepper spray I hadn't seen, and it is the strongest I've ever seen. This is 19%. A lot of police departments use 5%, which is sufficient. The military and a lot of other police agencies use 10%. This is 19% capsaicin. And I put some on a rag and wiped it on my face. I was non-lethal weapons instructor. I've been sprayed. That's a level 2 contamination. Like, I got cross-contamination by rolling around with somebody. It was horrible. It was horrible, horrible, horrible. Because when it goes with capsaicin, that's not a linear scale. It's 9% more capsaicin is like 200% more worse. It's so bad. I was like, I've had 10. How bad could 19 be? And I just rubbed a little bit on my forehead and on my face like I had gotten cross-contaminated. And I was like, it's so much worse. So much worse. You'd stop a freight train with that stuff. So it's going to get a glowing review. It made me, I wanted to pee a little. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate getting pepper sprayed. I hate getting contaminated, but it's the only way I know to test that because, I don't have very many friends that will just stand by and let me spray. I'm like, hey, let me spray with this pepper spray. I don't know many of my friends that are going to go, okay, sure. No, I don't know any of them. Yes, I think it's like 3 million on the Scoville scale. Well, there's no way I'm reading that. It's too, yeah, I don't like getting sprayed. I hate getting OC sprayed. It's like, I would rather, so many other things. I'd rather get tasered. I'd rather get tased. I've been tased. Getting tased is not that bad at all. Getting tased, you're like, oh, that felt weird. So Bear Guard is actually only 10% OC. That's actually stronger than Bear Guard. What's OCSD? I would imagine it's like we called NAWIC, non-lethal weapons, or less than lethal. I don't know what, I know OC stands for, and that's OC spray, oleocapsicum resin. Oleocapsaicin. And it's oily. That stuff is oily. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, fucking, like, no gay. But if I've been sprayed a few times. Have being in the military, I got sprayed. If you see a cop doing this shit, your first response should be, okay, this dick gets sucked first, because I'll do whatever it takes to not get sprayed with that shit. I got sprayed one time in oh yeah, okay, Orange County Sheriff's Department. I didn't even think about that. I'm tired. I was up late last night. So yeah, I got sprayed in a friend's car because I got all indignant because I hadn't done anything wrong. I was just passenger. And so I started running my mouth, and the cop was like, you need to step out of the vehicle. I said, fuck you, I didn't do anything. I wasn't driving. You can give me an RUI, riding while intoxicated, riding under the influence. And he didn't think it was funny, and he told me, he's like, sir, I'm going to ask you one more time to step out of the vehicle. I want you to remember, I may not. Here's the thing: people have to remember. Yeah, contaminated the car. What people have to remember is like cops have to think outside of what we think. Like I know I had no ill intentions about that. I also know that this 5'8", 5'9" young police officer looked in the car and saw a 6'3" angry looking individual, and I was upset. I can't fault him for spraying me. I'd have sprayed me. I chose not to get out of the vehicle. I got sprayed in my buddy's car, and I contaminated the car. The cop contaminated the car. I happened to be in there, and I came out, and it froze. I got a phone call. I forgot to put Do Not Disturb on. Is it better? Yeah, it paused for a second or two because my phone rang, and I forgot to put it on Do Not Disturb, and I have to take that call. Yeah, I got a phone call. I just said I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. It pauses when the phone rings, and I forget to put it on Do Not Disturb, just like I sometimes forget to take my headphones off. It is hot in this kitchen. It is hot in this kitchen. So I do have to call that individual back. It was Russell, the U.S. rep from Artisan. Curious what that conversation is going to be about. I mean, honestly, if I was refusing to get out of a vehicle, I don't know if I would want to wrestle around with me. I know what I look like. I look like a mean backwoods hillbilly that's got a knife. I know what I look like. So yes, yesterday it was fairly cool, but it was dry. And then, I mean, it got up into the 70s, but today it's 82 degrees right here where I live at this house. So, guys, I found something out about my iPhone I did not know. If you hold two fingers, you motherfucker, now it's not going to do it.
12:14 p.m.
There you go. 12:14 p.m. I know what I look like. I don't blame people for judging me. I know. I got pulled over in my wife's car one time because at one point, even though I look like this, my vehicles came back as law enforcement because I worked for the law enforcement agency at Department of Defense. Federal law enforcement, right? So it came back that way. And I was driving my wife's car, and I hat, like a grubby shirt. I'd been working at the shop, and I was all dirty, and I got pulled over, and the cop was like, "Hey, I don't." He's like, "I just checks my ID," and he goes, "All right." He's like, I ain't gonna lie." He's like, "I definitely profiled you," and I was like, "Why?" He goes, "Because you are in a Prius with all kinds of goofy, girly stuff, like a teddy bear hanging from the windshield, and it comes back as law enforcement." He goes, "Things just weren't adding up, so I decided to pull you over and make sure you hadn't stolen someone's car." And I was like, fair enough. Can't argue that one. Wife and kid were in Japan. I was going to the airport to pick them up. Got pulled over on my way to the airport to pick up the wife and kid. So guys, no, that's it. This is why I do live feeds. I can tell when I get coffee in my mustache. I can't tell you how many times I've done a video, and like for the first like half of me talking, like the first beginning, there's coffee in my mustache because I use the back-facing camera. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I got stuff to do. I got stuff to pack up to mail off to Mr. Kirkham. You guys have fun. Congratulations to the winner. Like I said, I posted a comment for him to email me. We'll see if it doesn't happen within a reasonable time frame. I am definitely going to redraw like I've done before if I don't get any response back. So anyway, guys, take it easy. I'll see you next time.